Thank you for joining us on the news update on Enyimba TV. My name is Esther Chema. Following the alleged assault on Stephen Abosewa, a boat driver, after the delivery of a package requested for, the Maitama Police Division, Federal Capital Territory FCT Abuja, is currently interrogating Mr. Alexander Ikweche, the Abia State House of Reps member. The Commissioner of Police, FCT, Olatunji Ditu, has mandated a thorough investigation into the matter, and upon completion of the investigation, appropriate legal action would be taken. The police also warned Nigerians, including the lawmaker, against using the name of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetokun, to intimidate other citizens. Meanwhile, All Progressives Grand Alliance, ABGA, has condemned the alleged assault meted out on an e-hailing driver. The member of the House of Representatives, Alex Ikweche, who assaulted an e-hailing boat driver who went to deliver a package to him, has tendered a public apology. Ikweche admitted that his behavior did not meet the standards expected of a public official. He issued a public apology on Monday, saying that as a public servant, he recognized the trust placed in him by his constituents and the Nigerian people. He said he regretted the harm and embarrassment his actions had caused Abosewa, his constituents, and the public. He also confirmed his cooperation with the Nigerian police, pledging to support their investigation and uphold accountability. He applauded the Nigerian police force for upholding the law and protecting the rights of the citizens. Ikweche noted that he was taking immediate steps to address the underlying issues that led to this incident. In a related development, House of Representatives has condemned the assault on a ride-hailing driver by a member of the lower lawmaking house. Reacting in a press statement issued by Akin Rotimi spokesman, House of Representatives, on Monday night, the legislator said the allegations of assault are very serious and should not be treated with a levity hand. The statement therefore urged citizens to exercise patience as the Nigerian police already began investigating the matter. Imo State Police have arrested a 17-year-old student of Imo State University, IMSU, for faking her abduction. The student arrested in Owerri has been identified as Jessie Chijebere. Henry Okoye, the Imo State Police spokesperson, said the command received a distress call from concerned citizens reporting Jessie's disappearance. He said a text sent from her instant messaging account claimed she had been abducted and killed. The text had asked her family to go to Oji police station for confirmation. Okoye said police operatives launched a search and discovered that the missing girl was alive. He said the student was found to have fabricated the story as a social media prank. Doctors in Abia State are saying the migration of qualified medical practitioners to foreign countries, commonly referred to as brain drain or JAPA, is a consequence of systematic failures in the country. Disparities between federal and state salary structures, as well as inadequate compensation and rising insecurity. The doctors made this assertion during a press conference to kick off activities marking the 2024 National Physicians Week. Abia State Nigerian Medical Association Chairman Ezurike Ezinwa noted that the National Physicians Week aims to address the challenges confronting the healthcare system. He further stated that health workers are overworked across the country. Northern States Governors Forum is calling for decisive action on insecurity, youth unemployment, and economic hardship facing the North. The 19 Northern Governors made this known when they converged in Kaduna alongside traditional rulers from the North, led by the Sultan of Sokoto and other critical stakeholders, to deliberate on issues affecting the region. Governor Muhammadu Inuwa Yahaya of Gombe State and chairman of the forum said the governors face existential threats, which manifested in August and in October in the form of EndBadGovernance protest. The Northern Governors Forum also kicked against the proposed tax reform bill that was forwarded to the National Assembly, while also raising concern over the blackout in the region. Amid the power outage in the northern part of the country due to the vandalism of electricity transmission lines, the Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF, has claimed that there are growing insinuations that the federal government is deliberately using the power blackout, which has lingered for days, to shortchange the region and further deepen its economic woes. The forum, in a statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Tuko Muhammad Baba, asked the federal government to quickly declare a state of emergency on the persisting outage and inequality electricity supply in the region. ACF wondered why the North, which generates substantial electricity power in the country, is ironically allocated the least in supply. It noted that it just does not make any sense that Lagos alone has 8 substations, while the whole of the northern states combined, harboring more than half of Nigeria's total population, has only 3 substations at Jos, Kaduna, and Kano. Universities across the country, especially those owned by the federal government, were shut down by non-academic staff under the aegis of the Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Universities, SANU, and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Educational and Allied Institutions, NASU. The step followed the decision of the national leaders of the 2 unions that their members should start an indefinite industrial action as a result of the failure of the government to pay them 4 months of their salaries that were withheld following the 2022 strike by university workers. Despite calls for the unions to halt the industrial action, SANU President Muhammad Ibrahim insists that that can only happen when their demands are met. Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekere-Ekun, has summoned judges involved in conflicting rulings on political cases in Rivers State. A panel of the National Judicial Council will probe the judges, just as the CJN has ordered that the report be submitted this week. The panel will be headed by a former Court of Appeal Justice and 2 heads of courts. The CJN has also summoned the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court for questioning today. This summons comes after final complaints were filed with the council. The Chief Judge of the Rivers State High Court will also appear before the NJC panel next week for the same purpose. A dispatch rider, Monday Osazua, who is the first prosecution witness in the ongoing trial of the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, was yesterday recalled for cross-examination. Osazua, who was again cross-examined by Emefiele's counsel, Olalekon Ojo SAN, told Justice Rahman Oshodi of the Ikeja Special Offences Court that he did not keep any records of the monies he collected for Emefiele. He said Emefiele instructed him not to keep any records of all the money he collected for him. Emefiele is standing trial over alleged abuse of office and money laundering to the tune of $4.5 billion and 2.8 billion naira. The Senate is set to begin screening of 7 ministerial nominees recently announced by President Bola Tinubu today. This follows the earlier request to the Senate by the President Tinubu to confirm the new ministerial nominees. The special advisor to the President on Senate matters, Senator Bashir Lado, in a statement, confirmed that ministerial nominees have commenced documentation ahead of their screening and confirmation by the Senate. He stated that the nominees were already submitting relevant documents as first in the series of procedures for the screening and confirmation of ministerial nominees. Speaker of Nigeria House of Representatives Abbas Tajuddin says lawmakers will amend the country's constitution to create seats for women in parliament and ensure that women are included in joint tickets for executive positions. This is as the Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kalu, affirmed this position at the International Legislative Dialogue on Women and the Constitutional Amendment Process in Nigeria, organized by the House of Representatives Committee on Constitution Review. They assured that the House would give special recognition to young people, especially women, to participate in policy and decision-making bodies. Also in attendance is the United Nations Development Programme's resident representative, Elsie Atafua, who urged the Nigerian government to engage women, adding that they must not be seen as a threat. You're still watching EndBad TV News. After the short break, the news continues in addition to business and sports updates. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Thank you for staying there. Now the rest of the news. From the business sector, Nigeria's currency, the Naira, took its biggest hit in about 2 weeks, falling to its lowest value ever as fewer US dollars were available for exchange in the market. On Monday, the Naira's value dropped by 4.3%, the steepest fall since October 15, making $1 now worth 1,670 Naira. This sharp decline happened because the amount of dollars available for trading plummeted by 72%, leaving only $81 million in the market, the lowest amount seen in more than a month. The dollar shortage has continued because Nigeria is currently focused on building up its foreign reserves. These reserves reached $39.4 billion on October 24, the highest amount the country has saved in about 2 years. Nigeria, which makes most of its money from selling oil, has been struggling to keep its currency stable since last June, when the government allowed the Naira to be freely traded against the dollar. Since then, the Naira has lost about 70% of its value. This makes it one of the world's worst performing currencies in 2024, doing better than only two other countries' money, the Lebanese pound and the Ethiopian birr. And now sports. Nigerian forward Ademola Lookman has secured an impressive 14th position in the 2024 Ballon d'Or rankings, capping off an exceptional 2023 and 2024 campaign. Lookman's outstanding performances for both club and country earned him his prestigious recognition. The 27-year-old star was the joint top scorer in the AFCON tournament for the Super Eagles, leading his team to the final. Additionally, his record-breaking feats helped Atalanta claim their maiden European title. Lookman's 14th place finish is a testament to his hard work and dedication and looks good to clinch the African Player of the Year award. Victor Osimhen, whom was ranked 8th last year, is the highest-ranked Nigerian ever in the history of the Ballon d'Or awards. A female student who lost the taste bud of her tongue to a fellow student at the Federal Government College Umuahia, Abia State, has been discharged from the hospital and can now talk. This is even as the perpetrator is to face disciplinary action according to the school's code of conduct. A senior secondary school female student identified as Amarachi Chubeze has reportedly bitten off the tongue of another student in a federal government's own school in Umuahia. The incident happened while the two students were quarreling because of food in the school. It was gathered that the attacker grabbed her victim, identified as Adeze, on the neck before biting off the outer part of her tongue and then spitting it out on the ground. An unconfirmed report said the attacker, Amarachi Chibweze, has been expelled from the school, while another source said she was being held to aid the investigation. And that's our package of the news for now. Please join us for more updates in our subsequent bulletins. Meanwhile, don't forget to subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Click on the notification bell to receive alerts when new videos are uploaded. On behalf of the production crew, I am Esther Chima, thanking you so much for watching.